Hey, what's going on? Today I'm going to go through my entire PS3 collection. I'm going to just pull them off the shelf one at a time, and they're all in alphabetical order. So, start 3D Dot Game Heroes, which I'm glad that I got it when I did, because it was only $30 some, and I don't know if you've seen what it goes for now, but this is a really good game. It reminds me of Zelda. Looks cool, so I'd recommend it if you can actually find it for a decent price. Okay. Next games. I'm going to pull a bunch of them down because there we go. We have Assassin's Creed. I'm sure you know what that is. Assassin's Creed 2. Assassin's Creed 3. Got Black Flag. Brotherhood. And Revelations. I don't know if I'm missing any, probably. They put out so many of these games, but the funny thing is I have yet to play any of them, but I'll get to them. I actually got a bunch of them on PS4, so that's probably where I'll play them. Okay, next we have another series of games. We got the Batman games. I also have not played any of these, even though I know that they're really good, so I'm definitely going to play them soon. I think I have, let's see, I have 2 copies of Arkham Asylum. I guess one's greatest hits, but that's those. We have Battlefield Bad Company 2. Definitely played this years ago. These are good, pretty good games. Good first-person shooters. Next we have Bayonetta, which I actually just got. I've heard a lot about this game, and definitely going to be checking that out soon. And we have Bladestorm. Now, you'd think kind of like Dynasty Warriors, same company makes it, but you control like a whole army of soldiers at the same time and get all kinds of different kinds of troops. I mean, it's a really, really good. I think it's really underrated. And I don't think there's anything else like this game, but yeah, check out Bladestorm. It's pretty awesome. We got Blaze Blue Continuum Shift. It's a fighting game, anime style fighting game. I played it a little bit to say I'm not a huge fan. It's okay. Binary Domain. Now, I didn't get it for $2.99. I'll probably pay less than that, but yeah, I really have no idea. I haven't played this game yet. It looks like a third-person shooter or something like that, so I'll check it out someday. I have another series, BioShock 1, 2, and Infinite. Also, games that I've never played before, which I think I need to at some point. Next I have Borderlands 2. Now, I definitely played a lot of Borderlands 1 and 2. Started playing 3 on the PS5 recently. You know what they are. Next is Bulletstorm. I got this recently and I played it for a couple hours. I mean, it's way over the top. The voice acting is ridiculous, characters are ridiculous, but the control and the stuff you can do is really cool. So if you've never played it, I'd recommend it. Next is Conan. Yeah, I don't know much about this game. Haven't played it yet. But Conan the Barbarian's an awesome movie, so I'll probably check it out. And we have Crysis 2. I have played it on the PC. Probably runs better on the PC, but yeah, Crysis is a good game. Next we have Dark Kingdom, which was probably one of the first PS3 games that came out. I don't know if it was a launch game, but I think it's way underrated. It's a fun game, especially if you're playing with somebody. I really like this game. It's kind of like Diablo or something like that. Alright, next is Dark Sector, which is like I don't know, kind of looks like Gears of War, but you have this, I don't know what it is, boomerang looking thing you can throw, and you can control it while it's in the air, which is really awesome. And some of the weapons in this game are like the shotgun is super powerful, and it's a really cool game. Also a very old game. Next we have Dead Space 3. Yeah, surprisingly, I don't have 1 and 2, and I've never played any of them, but saw this for real cheap, just picked it up. Then we have Demon Souls, which, the PS5 remake just came out. This game is, I don't know, it's hard, but you compare it to some old like Nintendo games, it's really not that hard. It's just harder than most modern games. I did eventually beat this game somehow, but it's pretty awesome. Alright, next we have Disgaea 3. The Disgaea series of strategy RPGs. They're way over the top, tons of stuff you can do. You can spend hundreds of hours playing any of these. This one I've put a bunch of hours into. Still like the first one the best, but this is definitely pretty good. Okay, next we have another series of games. That is Dragon Age. Origins. I played that when it came out. That game is awesome. If you played Mass Effect or any BioWare games, you know what you're getting. Dragon Age 2 didn't really grab me like the first one did. It was a little boring. And then I haven't played Inquisition yet. I think that's supposed to be better than 2, so that's those. We've got Dynasty Warriors 6 and 7. 6 is definitely my least favorite. They simplified the combat in 6. It just made it even more repetitive and boring. 7 really went back to what it used to be. Now I've played every single one of these. I have a bunch of them on PS2. Except 8. I have not gotten 8 yet, so probably will at some point, but probably know what Dynasty Warriors is. Alright, next we have Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. I think Skyrim is way more popular at this point, but this game is really cool. I got kind of far. It seemed really hard. Maybe I was going to the wrong places, but I do want to keep playing it. You can really do whatever you want in these games. Pretty cool. And then we got Fallout 3, which I have not played any Fallout games yet. Definitely on the list. I want to play these soon. Alright, now we've got Final Fantasy 13, which, not my favorite. Probably could be my least favorite. Close with 15. It's just so, the beginning of this game is just so boring. It takes so long to get into. And I didn't like the battle system compared to 12. 12 is way better, but there's that. And Lightning Returns, which I haven't played because I don't really like 13, so we'll see if I ever do. Next we have Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection, which is just a ton of Sega Genesis games. Something everyone should have. Awesome game. Next I have another bunch of games here. These are all the God of War games. I've got the God of War Collection, which has 1 and 2. Actually, I have 2 copies of that, regular and greatest hits. Then I have the Origins Collection. These are the PSP games. Also, if you've never played these, they're just as good as 1 and 2, definitely. Check them out. And God of War 3, which was the best, definitely, until the new one. And then God of War Ascension, which I'm a little ways into. I haven't beaten this one yet. So, God of War definitely worth having. And there's another series. Gran Turismo 5 Prologue. Well, 2 copies of that. Don't know why. Gran Turismo 5. It's the first one on PS3. Graphics are a big upgrade over the PS2, but there's not as much stuff in this game as 4. And then Gran Turismo 6. My copy's kind of rough, but I think 6 is the best one. I like it better than Sport. There's just so much in this game, and the control feels better. My favorite one so far. And we've got another series here. We got Grand Theft Auto 4. We've got 4 the Complete Edition, and we have 5. I played a lot of 4. I didn't beat it. These games I kind of lose interest after a while. 5 I have not played at all yet. And we have Guitar Hero World Tour. Everyone probably has a copy of this somewhere. Then a very early game, Heavenly Sword, kind of a God of War wannabe, some different stuff, but when it came out, I mean, the graphics looked awesome. It's a cool game. I have Infamous. Also have 2 copies. I don't know if this one is some foreign release. Looks like European release. Sealed. I don't know why I have that actually, but yeah, Infamous games are pretty cool. And one of my favorite games ever, Killzone 2. Just, you know, the atmosphere of this game, and I love the online multiplayer. It's one of my favorite. And I got Killzone 3 here, which I definitely didn't play as much as 2, but also looks pretty awesome. Yeah, it's a good game. So then we have King of Flitters 13, which I just got recently. This game is getting really hard to find. You can play it on PS Now if you want to. I think it's streaming on there, so it's definitely better to have a real copy of it. So, awesome fighting game. Might be the best King of Fighters game so far. I got The Last of Us. Have not played it yet. I'm way behind. And LA Noire. Also have not played. A bunch of Lego games here. Got Lego Lord of the Rings, Lego the Movie, Lego Marvel Superheroes, and Lego Indiana Jones. Good games for kids. You know, they're not bad. I have Little Big Planet. I'm sure if you have a PlayStation, you know what that is. Max Payne 3. I remember playing the first one way back in the day. I think people like this game. Probably check it out at some point. And Mercenaries 2, World in Flames. The first Mercenaries, I believe I have it, yeah. Got that on PS2. Really liked that game. It was, you know, open world, you hunt down targets, and you can take them out however you want. Have not played 2, hopefully it's similar to the first one. I'll play it at some point. Okay. Medal of Honor. Never played this. I'm not sure what the difference is between all these shooters, but we'll probably never play it. And we got Metal Gear Solid 4. I'm behind on these two. I've played 1 and 2. Still haven't played 3, 4, or 5, so I'll catch up on those. Next, we've got Motorstorm and Motorstorm Pacific Rift. Funny thing is, I've never ever played Motorstorm. You know, it came with two PS3s that I bought. They're pretty popular. People still talk about them, so I'm probably gonna throw it in at some point. And I've got Ratchet and Clank, Future Tools of Destruction. Haven't played this one. I just started playing Ratchet and Clank on PS5. Pretty good. I'm sure everyone knows what they are. I got Red Faction Armageddon. I know absolutely nothing about this. Resident Evil 5. I'm a fan of the old Resident Evil games on PS1. Played a little bit of the newer ones. At some point, I'll get to 5. Another one of my favorite series here. Got Resistance Fall of Man, Resistance 2, and Resistance 3. And these games, they really need to come out with a new one. It's a good story. I thought the online was awesome on these. Especially on 2, they had a co-op online type thing. I played hours and hours of that. It was awesome. So hopefully they'll come out with a new entry in that series. Next we've got Ridge Racer 7. That was I believe it's a launch game, and I just played it recently. Still looks good. It's 1080p, 60 FPS. Can't go wrong with Ridge Racer. Next I've got some music type games. Rock Band. When that came out, that was huge. Can't see ever playing these games again, but they were fun. Beatles, Rock Band. Probably never actually played that one. And then Rocksmith. I have 2 copies for some reason. That wasn't so great. It had a cord that you connect to a real guitar. I play guitar, and this is, it's okay. I don't know if it's actually teaching anyone how to play guitar, but I played it for a little bit. And I've got Soul Calibur 4. Soul Calibur, I always like Tekken more, but I need to put some time into these games. They're pretty cool. Next I have some Spider-Man games. Shattered Dimensions, Edge of Time, and Amazing Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man games are getting pretty popular, so if you see any, I would pick them up. Next I have Splatterhouse, which is a pretty expensive game. Never played it, but looks like it's going to be pretty violent and bloody, so I'm definitely going to check it out soon. And Sports Champion, which you use the Move controllers for, kind of like the Wii Sports thing. I probably put 10 minutes into it. Not really my kind of thing, but there's that. I got Star Wars Force Unleashed. Have not played that yet. Stranglehold. Hopefully one of the most fun games. If you never played Stranglehold, check that out. Next I've got some Street Fighter. I've got Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter X Tekken. I'm a huge Street Fighter fan. Any Street Fighter game that comes out, I'm buying, so there's those. And another one of my favorite fighting game series, we've got Tekken 6, Tekken Hybrid, which is basically some Tekken movie, and then you get Tekken Tag HD, and it was a demo of Tekken Tag 2, and then I have Tekken Tag 2 here. Oh, big Tekken fan. And I've got Time Crisis, Raising Storm. Now, I don't know what I used to have the guns for this. I don't know what happened to them. So I'm in the market to find some more of those. They're probably expensive now. Then Twisted Metal. Not my favorite. I think Twisted Metal 2, Twisted Metal Black, my favorite Twisted Metal games. I was kind of disappointed in this when it came out. I mean, it looks cool, but it didn't really feel the same. And I have UFC. I don't know if that's the first one that came out on PS3, but played that a lot. I mean, at the time, like, the graphics really looked good. It was pretty good controls in this. I played this with friends a lot. It's a good game. Now another very popular series, Uncharted 1, 2, and 3. That's another thing. I have never played Uncharted yet, so another game I have to get to. And I've got Unreal Tournament 3, which is definitely my top couple first-person shooters ever. This game is awesome, especially, well, it's mostly an online shooter. You can play offline with bots or, you know, with friends, but that game is awesome. Got Virtua Fighter 5. Not my favorite series, but definitely worth having. The Walking Dead. Played a little of this. I don't know if it's really my thing, but not bad. And then last game is Warhawk, which unfortunately is useless now because it's online only and servers are gone. But when you could play this was an awesome game. I played it all the time. And that is it. That is all my PS3 games. When I'm still collecting, so when I get more, I might update, but that's it for now. See you next time.